YouTubers, welcome back to AZ2 Ozarks. I am out here in one of our 3 pastures, and you can see it's a beautiful sunny day here in the Missouri Ozarks, and we are getting this field mowed. So Rick also picked up a brush hog that goes onto his tractor and has been happily mowing away, and you can see where it's nice and short here where I am, and then you can see where it gets longer back there, and it's kind of deceptive in a video, but it's like 4 feet high, probably not quite that high, maybe 3.5 feet. It's about up to my hips when I stand in it. And he is just out there mowing away with the new Mahindra. And let me tell you, this tractor is making jobs so much easier on the homestead. Already just lifting heavy things and moving dirt to fill holes and all kinds of jobs that are so much harder to do manually that the tractor makes way faster and easier. I can already tell this was a really good investment. So this pasture and the next one I'll show you are our 2 bigger pastures, and then the third one is a little bit smaller, and that's the one that we had hired the other gentleman to brush hog. And so really this was just perfect timing to be able to find this tractor and brush hog, and they weren't sold together, they were separate. But to find them and they work together, and then we can get all of this cleared up. And it's just, to me, it is such a wonder to see the topography of the land, which was hidden by the long grasses. I mean, you can see this slope here, and then it goes up there and just around those beautiful cedar trees. This morning we were out walking around them and in between them, and it really is, to me, so magical walking around the property and discovering and exploring and seeing the kids and everything they can discover. And really all the way over here at this tree line, we found some elderberry bushes, and that was exciting. So it just keeps, actually, you know what? I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. Goji berry bushes. We found elderberry bushes in the other pasture. So we found goji berries. And back in Lake Havasu City, I had tried to start goji berry plants, like, I don't know how many times I had tried. And the one time that I had the most success and I really started to get them going, rats came in and just gobbled them up and ruined them, causing them to die. So, But here, the goji berry bush is more like a tree. It's probably 8 feet tall. It's kind of like spindly, you know, like a bush grows. So it's not a strong trunk or anything like that. But it had all kinds of berries on it, and I like to be very cautious before we eat things. So I will definitely be doing more research on them before we start eating the goji berries. But I find it really neat that there's all kinds of wild edibles out here. And another thing that we have is green onions. They're just all over the place, and with those we've already picked a bunch of them, and we throw them on our roast chicken and on our mashed potatoes and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty neat having things growing wild that you can just include in your diet, and it just adds to the wonder of it all. Isn't this just awesome? It is so cool. We are going to have some seriously happy cows on this land. I want to go over there and look at that tree. As far as evergreens go, This property has lots of cedars, which are pretty. And right now, while we have all of the deciduous trees missing their leaves, those cedars are really giving us a little bit of color to, you know, keep the wilderness going through the winter, right? Well, look at this tree. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful pine? I definitely am a sap for a true pine. And this is way out here. I wanted to see this tree. I've been meaning to check it out. And Rick told me yesterday it in fact was a true pine tree. And so I was so excited. He was out here brush hogging, and I hadn't walked out here before because there's so much brush. It's about waist high, or it was about waist high. And I didn't want to come all this distance through it. Now it's mowed. Look how beautiful this is. But now I can see this tree up close and personal, and it is every bit as amazing as I had hoped it was. Do you guys love the pines as well? Look at these views. I feel like this just cannot be beat. It makes such a difference having the property mowed, and it just shows all of its true beauty and exposes all this land and grants me access for walking freely around all of it so that I can explore and discover. It is just incredible. I'll wrap up here by showing you the driveway with the gravel base spread out. So we got, with the tractor, a bunch of it spread down, but it didn't go all the way down the whole driveway because it's so long. But we did order a couple more loads just to make sure we can cover all the muddy areas. But yeah, it looks really nice, and it's a whole lot smoother and no big ruts or anything. So this is all very good and exciting news out here. So if you guys liked this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates in the future.